more again. I hope everybody is doing. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support as always. Your love that you have sent me out comes right back as I send it right back out to you. So it's just the what is it? I forgot the word. Recip it's reciprocated. That's what it is. Y'all, I'm all over the place today. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift where it's impacting your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, inspiration that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or friends, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give you a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to in the background is called Meditative Music. The channel I'm using is called Meditative Music. And the title of the meditation is called 432 Hertz Miracle Music Raise Positive Energy and Deep Relaxing and Healing Vibrations of 432 Hertz music. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing tonight is called Rejection, is a redirection of preparation for extreme elevation. Don't get discouraged. There's a lot of things that we're trying to do. Oh, first, before I do this, y'all, I didn't know my last video was like public live. So it was like everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, but y'all can go ahead and leave comments at the end. I remember I used to do this and it got really crazy to the point where I really couldn't talk because it was so many, trying to answer so many different things and trying to do the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this, but y'all can go ahead and drop comments after the video is been processed. um we have been going through things like, if we know we're manifesting stuff and we know there's plans that we're trying to make into our lives, and it's just like, if you want a better way of living, if you're wanting a new house, or getting out of a relationship just to get yourself situated on your own, and there's a lot of things that's like either slowing down, blocking you, redirecting you, distracting you. All these things are testing you and strengthening you in ways we never seen coming. you know um it's just like, a lot of times you probably been there for people that weren't there for you, and all of a sudden they got ghosts on you, or you start seeing betrayal type vibes that's coming out. And that's fine, because it's like, I always tell people, I had to learn, going through my different situations. Let me turn this down, y'all, I apologize. Going through my different situations, and finding out the truth about myself. And then it was just like, people that I really held dear to my heart, I was telling them about the things I was going through, and it just like steady, they were dropping like flies. And I felt like my world was going to come to an end about that. But it was just like, yeah, my world's coming to an end, but I was entering another one. Going through that, learning myself on a totally different level, seeing all different possibilities of what me going through. I always had a bad habit of speaking very truthful. My mom was like, always used to tell me, like, you are not tactful. Why you got to be so brutally honest? I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Brutally lie? I just can't do that. I have to sit up here and do what I need to do. But, I'm not trying to be, I had to learn how to be discerning, be mindful, be very cautious about the certain things that I say, but everything happens for a reason in your life. A lot of times we get to that point where, when we finally get ourselves on a higher level, we may have had past addictions, or made bad decisions in lifestyles, or bad decisions on relationships and stuff like that. But these are all the things that had to go. How would you have ever learned if you would have never went through these things? You get tested, and gets to that point where, if it's a repetitive pattern, yeah, it gets on your nerves, but obviously there's something that you're not picking up, that you need to know about yourself, or need to know about your surroundings, or what you're trying to do and what not to do, what to focus on or what not to focus on, allowing yourself to go in that direction. I always tell people, they were like, Roslyn, Rosalind, I'm stuck. I feel like this. I feel like that. I said, are you stressing about one certain thing? And I'm like, it's okay. I'm not judging. We all gone through different things in our lives, and that's what I love about y'all. Y'all are like, Rosalind, you never look down on me. I say, if I'm gonna look down on somebody, it's because I'm help lifting them up. I don't look down on nobody. I feel like we're all equal, regardless of what goes on. We're all equal. We have all had issues in our lives where, things didn't go as planned. Had setback, had blockages. You know, different things went on, and it's just stressful. But is this, you had to allow yourself to really, just really see everything that was going on in your life, being able to understand why is these certain things happening. Is there something I'm missing out on? Is there something I'm not really paying attention to? And yeah, it could be aggravating at times, but those are the things that had to take place in our lives for us to see the bigger picture. Being able to understand that. And it's just like with me, doing live. I was like, the last video, I'm seeing all these people coming up. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I was like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I haven't did live in almost close to 2 years. And it got really crazy. But I looked at the universe and I said, thank you. Maybe that was something that I had to do, get back in the swing of things. And usually I do it live because I know it goes, goes in quicker and, gets to y'all when y'all need it. But now it was just like, okay, people need to hear that right when as soon as I start. So that's fine. You get redirected for that. Cause see, I wasn't even looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? I love communicating with y'all, but it was just sometimes like in the past, it got really crazy. But now I'm on a totally different level. Like I'm not gonna allow anything to distract me. If I know I'm doing everything from positive intentions and everything is coming from me is very pure, that's all that matters to me. If somebody get bothered by that, that's less about me and more about them. So a lot of things that you may be going through right now, may be struggling with. You may be struggling with your gifts because it's just like, oh gosh, number one, they're elevating like crazy right now. There's so many different visions y'all are getting. There's, you're getting confirmations like, yes, this is coming. Yes, I'm doing this and I'm doing this better. Yes, it may have gotten on your nerves. Yes, it may have had you on a, emotional roller coaster. And that's fine because all these things you're learning about yourself. You're seeing your power. You're allowing yourself to see the magic that grows inside of you. The more you're allowing yourself to take that chance, don't sleep on yourself. That's really what you need to not do, is sleep on yourself. Allow yourself to keep going. Even though if you're not where you're at, there's a lot of times the most successful people had the most setbacks, disappointments, failures. Some are open about telling you about that, because some people get in that mind frame that these people were just successful overnight. Now, there's some people that were born into that, and don't really, probably their parents is, showed them the trick of the trades growing up, and then they got back into that, so you never know what's going on. But it's just a lot of people that may be, struggling with different things right now, and it's fine. We're all learning, we're all growing, but these are the things that when you're being directed from somebody, you may be going on different dates and it may be seeming like, hey, nobody don't like me. Either not, they're not that serious, they're just not like-minded, and it's just like with me, I love being single. I love being single. There is nothing out there for me like that. I want to have, if I got one, I want a mirror image of me. That's my soulmate. And I'm good right now because right now I'm focusing on myself, focusing on healing, focus on growing, connecting towards myself, making a thing for myself. And that's fine. At first it used to drive me crazy. Like I hate being alone. And I'm just like, now what's the problem? You become your own best friend, and now would you be okay dating you? And they were looking at me like, what? I'm serious. If you were to date you right now, would you be able to date you? And it's just like we all got that baggage. You got to find somebody who's going to be able to unpack that with you. You know, you have to be able to learn to be by yourself. You have to be able to learn to go through that grieving process of really understanding why this certain relationship didn't work. What did you need to learn from that person, or what did you need to learn about yourself on the situations you probably put yourself in, or the opposite end, or what mistakes you made, what mistakes y'all both made as a couple. All those things, all those failed relationships is leading you to your soulmate. All of, and so when you finally get with somebody who's like-minded like that, those are the things that's going to really be appreciating to you. Or even if you're just not going right for you and you just really don't know it is going right for you, but you had to go through different stages of learning about yourself, learning about the things that you're trying to get yourself into. And it's like when you being redirected from that or blocked from that, it's about to be popping off on something totally better than what you even expected. And that's what they want you to understand. You're being preparated, for something very extreme, very beautiful, very powerful that you didn't even see yourself getting into. And a lot of times when we wish to have a better life, universe will start putting us in certain places that is very unfamiliar to you, which change, very uncomfortable, foreign, very uncomfortable. There will be a lot of different things that's going on in your life. I always say, I understand why certain things went off the way they went off for me. Understanding why there's times I had to pause or there's times I had to start over. I didn't like starting over. Whatever it was, I hated starting over. But then it allowed me to get the chance to understand why I had to start over. And in that patience word, I don't like that word. I'm a Taurus. We don't do patience. But I get it. I totally understand because it's like when I see how I'm doing things now, and there's a lot of people been with me, almost since the beginning. And they're like, Roslyn, you have changed so much. And I really have. And a lot of times, even those small steps, and I tell people all the time, those little bitty small steps you make will impact your life in a big way. And you didn't even realize it when you allow yourself to try to focus on your growth instead of focusing on what the troubles are that's keeping you from going forward. And a lot of times we don't know it's sometimes ourselves. There may be people that are trying to, maneuver you around or trying to constantly keep you in something, but those are what they're supposed to do. That's why they're in your life for it, because it's like if you allow yourself to not be bothered by the next person because they're doing this because the universe sent them in your life to break patterns. These are the things we had to go through. Those are the growth patterns that we had to go through, because it's like it's allowing you to take your power back, allowing you to have self-validation. It's allowing you to love yourself a lot more, putting very heavy standards on yourself, because it's like I don't know what it is as empaths. We don't had the most sloppiest relationships at times. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people I've connected with, they have gotten into themselves, whether it was in the past or it could be something they're just getting out of. But those are the things that really strengthen us. And it's not like I'm saying that as a bad thing, because I don't been in plenty of them, but I appreciate every relationship I've been in. It had me rejected. I felt like, there was something wrong with me as a person. And it wasn't. It was just that wasn't the right person for me. And I know I seen a post the other day, whereas they said you had to let your ex go because it was only hurting them to try to reach the levels that you're on. You had to allow them to be with whoever it is that's on that level, because they're not on the same level as you. When I said I dropped my phone and started yelling, that was the best thing for me to hear. And I'm like, you know what, that's true. And it's not to be insulting towards anybody I used to date, because that's what I wanted at the time, but I appreciate what I went through. It took me a long time to say that, but I appreciate it because it's just the fact is they were showing me who they truly were, just like I was showing them who I truly was. And we're all growing, but there are some people that just wants to stay the same, and that's just not for me. But I still wish them well. It took me a long time to not be wishing something bad on folks that did stuff to me, or hoping that they didn't wish nothing bad on me when I did stuff. There's all different things we're learning right now that's about to take us towards extreme, like it is going to have us catapult towards a lot of things that we didn't see coming. We didn't even understand what had to take place. But then it's like when everything is over, you're going to understand and you're going to appreciate all those storms that you went through, all those blockages. I just went through something yesterday, and it was just like I was so proud of myself, because I was just like, no, I'm gonna just keep going. At first I was like, wait a minute, hold up. But then I'm just like, what, I know I didn't say anything for my video to get rejected like that, but it was just like, what, there's gonna be people out there that's gonna do that, but it's all right. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna allow that to bother me. Back, they could have caught me at my old Rosalind, and that would have bothered me, and they would have got over on that one. But this one, no, no. I'm gonna just keep going and keep moving and allow myself to keep moving. And those are the things that you have to allow yourself to see. Sometimes we feel like change hasn't really taken place in our lives, or we feel like we're doing so much and we're only getting so little back. Those are the times where you got to look at the littlest things that are happening in your life, because it's like when you're allowing the universe to be very grateful when you're showing that you're grateful towards those things, showing gratitude, attitude of gratitude, as they say, towards them, even the littlest things. It's like with me today, I cleaned up my house all day, and that's the reason why I'm doing late videos today. And it felt so peaceful because I don't know what it is. It's like with a cleanliness is next to godliness or whatever that word is, that saying is. But I felt good. I said, Dag, I'm a little bit tired, because I've been running for the last few days. But it felt really good. I said, my house is clean. It smells good coming through here. And I'm good. I said, I'm so good. And I told, universe, thank you. I got my me on me time. I can spend time with my animals, spend time with me not resonating, meditating, and, just do me. And that was something so peaceful that I can do, without having to, have it at a set time because different people are coming home and I can't do certain things. So it's just like, okay, I'm grateful for that. So it's just like when you're allowing yourself to be grateful just for them little things. You could have been in the store and found $5. You know what I'm saying? And you may have been $2 short from something. You got to be showing attitude of gratitude for that, because it was like, dang, I didn't have to get that. I could have been just scraping up something, because times are hard right now. It's really hard, going through all these different things, and it's not easy for what we're going through. If it's not, hurricanes and stuff like that, you're hearing about all these daggone shootings all the time. It's like I can't even watch the news without seeming like I'm about to have a panic attack. So excuse me, y'all. But everything is happening for a reason. Don't allow yourself to get discouraged if plans didn't not fall out the way it was supposed to. I used to be like that, but then I understand there was a bigger purpose towards that, because usually when they're blocking you from something, because they're redirecting you towards something extremely more than you expected, more than you asked for, just because the fact is that you kept going even through those times that may have seemed hard to you, even though those times where you wanted to walk away and just give up because those things are hard. You have to understand, if you want something in life like that, you have to understand, what are you willing to take for it? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to change? What are you willing to walk away from? When you're sacrificing, cutting cords, allowing yourself to distance yourself from certain people, all those different things are preparing you for something better, because you're allowing yourself to make that change take place in your life. Because if you want change, you have to become that change first. If you want to be able to have these different things in your life, be very successful, it ain't gonna be all this partying and stuff like that. Well, shoot, with the COVID going on, I don't think you want to party anyway. There's gonna be less times you can be able to spend with your friends. There's gonna be nights where you're gonna be up all night, working on your stuff, or there may be early mornings. I do that. So it's just like, you'll gradually see that when you're getting into that routine, and it's not easy. It's not. But then it's just like when you're allowing yourself to see, you know all these different things, because there's times I've been really hard on myself about a lot of things that goes on, and it's just like, am I not doing enough? Am I not doing this? But then when I start seeing all these comments that y'all been leaving me, that allows me to know, there's people out there relating to the things that I speak on, or this could be something that they really needed to hear today. And those are the things that I appreciate, because those are showing me, even when I was stopped and blocked from certain things, it allowed me to see the fruit of it. And it's not always about money. It's about how people are being understood. It's about how somebody can be able to relate to something that's so, complex at times. It could be like a conundrum or something like that. You just really don't understand what is going on in your life. And then it just, when you know that there's somebody in there, it's like, dang, they get me. This person understands what I'm going through. It makes me feel so good that I know I'm not alone. I'm going through these different things, and these things are teaching me, even when it feels like it's hurting me. And at times it does. And it's just like right now, where everything is going on, it's just like the world is going through a huge transformation, which is very uncomfortable, because it's like it's like everything is balanced out in a crazy way. It's like all these chaotic things are coming along, but then you start seeing, and I was telling a sister friend last night, I said, all these killings are going on now. All of a sudden, that WNBA, the NBA, they're starting to take off their games. It's like, if y'all don't start doing something about this, we're just not going to play. Or they're just doing a kneeling thing or whatever that is, you know. And that's where it's starting to come out. People are showing love, even if for somebody who they don't know, but they know that was very unjust for that person to go out like that. They got one guy who's in intensive care right now because he got shot 6 times in the back just by going to his car. you know. So all these different things are going on where the devil may be trying to bring a disruption, but then God's going to use that. God and universe is using that to bring it to people together. They had the chemical plant, explosion, and they're going through different things like that, which is terrifying, you know. And it's just so many things are going on in the world, and we're still having to allow ourselves to transform in that. If that's not reflecting truth and power and strength to you, I don't know what it is. And you're doing this all during a pandemic. You're doing this all through a pandemic. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be so discouraged. You had to be able to go through those things. Those are the things that had to be able to reflect towards you, but also seeing the little things that's taking place of that. So know when you're being rejected is redirecting you towards, preparation of elevation. So I hope y'all are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Much love to you. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Royale Vuitton, Lisa Lynn, as well as Nicole Stevens. Much love to you as well. And Jackie Love, my sister from another mister, and Lydia Bell. Much love to you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Like I said, the chats are cut off right now, but you can go ahead and drop a line after the video is getting put out. So as soon as after I close this out and all that and edit it, I'm gonna go ahead and you can drop a line if you want to. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop that line, share, give me a thumbs up. I'll leave all my communication at the bottom in the what is the description box below. Is just basically for networking, helping you have a deeper understanding about your spiritual purpose and your life purpose as well. So I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible at everything you do. Know that you were truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100,000 times more than what you expected, asked for, even prayed for. And the same as when you expect it, even through social distancing. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. Have a nice weekend. Be safe. I love y'all. Peace. Be wild.